What's up, everyone? This is Erik, and yes, I survived the gas shortage of Labor Day weekend. As many of you know, Hurricane Harvey came through and did a lot of damage to the Texas coast and the flooding that's happened in Houston, which relief efforts are going on right now. And many of the outlying areas, Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, and other cities, went into this low-level panic about a gas and fuel shortage. At one point, I believe the Secretary of State on the federal level said, yes, there is a gas shortage in the state of Texas currently. The Railroad and Transportation Commissioner here in the state said, no, there is not a gas shortage. So I went to my local gas station where I'm friends with the owner, and I had a discussion with him, and he said that he'd called a number of different distributors and there is in fact a shortage. Hence the reason why you had to drive to 3 or 4 or 6 different gas stations before you might have found some. And he actually was limiting his sales for his gas to people that were going to help with the relief efforts to make sure that they had it. So for police, fire, or any rescue, search and rescue teams of that nature, so that they were able to do their job and get to where they needed to be. So there's this interesting scenario that happened. So everybody decides that they're going to go out and try to find gas and then fill up every car that they have. And I even saw some pictures where guys had put these big drums in the back of their trucks and were filling those up. Well, of course, when you behave in that manner, you're going to bring on even more of a shortage. Not to mention that it was Labor Day weekend and people like to get out of town and they're going on trips and driving and traveling, and they're gonna need gas. I was able to get gas on Thursday in my wife's car, and that was fine. And I had the sneaky suspicion that I'm sure we have plenty of gas reserves, even if there's a hiccup in distribution coming through Houston and those refineries' production. I'm certain of it. This low-level hysteria that had started to develop throughout over the weekend was largely unwarranted. And yet I saw another picture where there's a line of fuel trucks getting refueled somewhere outside of the Houston area in one of the reserve spots that was not impacted by the storm. And the comment from the manager there was, you guys are going to be fine. And you watch, come Monday or Tuesday, the beginning of the week, all the stations will be refueled and you'll be fine. Sure enough, as I drive around Sunday and Monday, yesterday, there were still gas stations that had bags on their pumps out of service. They turned all the lights off, turned the pumps off, but Monday they were getting gas, and today no lines, and all is well, and we're back to business as usual. Now, there's still going to be plenty of work to be done to clean up for the storm. There's plenty of help that needs to be offered and services and that type of thing. So we're getting into a weekly routine of going down there, helping clean up, help bring supplies, anything that people need to kind of get through this time before they can get back on their feet. A couple of the organizations that we're working with is Hope Worldwide, which I'll have a link down in the description, and you can see the work that Hope Worldwide is doing, going house to house and helping out there. We're also contributing to the Red Cross, which has set up different stations and tents and staging areas to go into the various neighborhoods that have been impacted the most, as well as ADRN. And so I'll leave a link in the description below to those organizations if you want to donate and help support. So they do need undergarments, they need cleaning supplies, they need trash bags and the breathing masks, box fans to help dry things out. Quite honestly, a monetary donation I know doesn't give you the same kind of satisfaction as actually going in there and getting your hands dirty and helping out or bringing supplies and that type of thing, but it's a huge help. They can go ahead and take the funds and allocate it to the tools that are needed to rebuild and clean up and that type of thing for demolition. And it is a huge help, even though it may not feel like as big of a help. Anyway, gas shortage, not a big deal. However, people that are giving and sacrificing and loving those that have been impacted and showing mercy and grace and support for them, that's awesome. Thank you for your support. Thank you for getting on board. Thank you for making a difference. And love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.